Hey, what up, YouTube? It's your boy, the one and only. You know who it is. But if you don't, god damn it, why you watching? That's beside the point. Anyways, so let's get back to this today. This is just something random, just random video, really. Uh, Lately I've been watching these videos, right? And I'm just kind of like, dude, what the like? All right, let me explain this to you, right? So you know how these people play these wag ass games, you know, the one where you do crazy shit at midnight or whatever, and you know you're supposed to see shit like Bloody Mary. That's that shit I'm talking about, like stuff like that, that shit got me fucked up. Right? So there's a couple of these games that I don't fuck with, but lately I've seen that people actually attempt them. But one thing I notice is nothing happens because either they do the ritual wrong, or they just are, or they have their video cameras and stuff on, and they expect the things to happen. But the thing is, either like in the instructions, it'll clearly state, "Don't have cell phone." Or something like, or don't have any cell phones or whatever. A really good example of this is the Midnight Man. The Midnight, yeah, it's called Midnight Man game, or the Midnight Man Challenge. So what it is, for all you people who are super curious into this kind of stuff, it kind of goes something like this. So first, you're supposed to have salt, a piece of paper, a wooden door, something to write with, something to prick your finger because you're gonna have to put your blood on a little bit of your blood on that piece of paper, and it's supposed to soak into the piece of paper, but it's supposed to be on there. You're supposed to have a candle, and that's all you need. That's all you need. All right, and so what's gonna happen? You just start the ritual at midnight. So get your start. You get everything lit up right before midnight, so that's where you start it. So what's about to happen? And this is what I'm talking about. Wooden door. Um, what's gonna happen is you're gonna basically light the candles. You're gonna prick your finger, but before you prick your finger, you're gonna write your full name. You're gonna prick your finger. Uh, you're gonna take that and the candle. You're gonna set the candle on the paper. You're gonna set the candle on the paper at the edge of the door. You're gonna knock on the door 22 times. You know that sounds like a lot of time, but you do it 22 times. Right there, you knock 22 times. You just let the Nightmare Man into your house. So what's supposed to happen is it's like a crazy ass game of hide and seek, except if you don't stay away from the Nightmare Man, you will die. All right. And let me describe the death to you. It's about to be in depth. All right. All right. See, when the let's just say when you find the Midnight Man, you this is what happens. So when he sees you, when you make eye contact with him, when you look at him, basically he's gonna take you to your worst nightmare, where he will rip out each one of your intestines one by one. You will feel it, but yet you will be able to do nothing about it. All right. So let me just say, don't do that. Don't play that game. I for one am about to play that game. And listen, the only way any of this will work is if you don't like record it, because that's one of the strict rules. You're not supposed to have a phone or nothing. You're also not supposed to turn on the lights. You're also not supposed to have a flashlight. It's just supposed to be the candle. And when it goes out, if it flickers and goes out, you know the Midnight Man is near you. So the salt I told you about earlier, what's supposed to happen is if you can't light the candle, then you're supposed to put the ring of salt around you, and that's supposed to keep you safe from the Midnight Man. Another way to know whether the Midnight Man is around you is that you can see a shadowy apparition in the dark, which is pretty goddamn scary to me. Or if the temperature really drops, like if you can notice a significant difference in the temperature, you know he's around you. And the only way you can last the whole game Like if you can last the whole game, right? It ends. It's 3:30 a.m. That's right, in the morning. So you start at 12, you end at 3:30. So you about to do about 3-4 hours. I'm just saying. Personally, I don't mess with stuff like that. But yeah, if you're fitting and trying to mess with that, go ahead. I got another game for you while you're at it too. It's called One Man Tag. All right, One Man Tag. This is for people who I guess are just gonna mess with it if you watch this video, because there are some people who I just don't know why they would mess with this stuff, but they would mess with it, I guess. But all right, what it is you're supposed to take a stuffed animal, and it's not gonna be human, by the way, because it can be any human life, because the spirit that's supposed to enter it may stay attached to it. Let me go back all the way with this. So first, what's gonna happen is you're gonna take the doll, you're gonna cut it open, you're gonna take out all the stuffing. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put rice inside the doll because it's said to attract, like be able to absorb or attract the spirits. What you're gonna do is you're gonna afterwards, once you fill it up with this with the rice, you're gonna you're gonna sew it up with red um with red, like red string or red cloth or whatever, just something like that red string that you can sew it up with. Then what's going to happen is you're gonna take it, you're gonna fill it up, you're gonna fill up a either a bathtub or a sink with water. You're gonna put it. So basically, what you're gonna say is you're gonna put the doll, or the doll in the sink or tub, the sink of the tub. Uh, then you're going to you're gonna say, I can't find my doll. Walk out of the room. Walk back into the room. That or I think you said it there, and you walk into yeah, whatever. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take something and stab it. You're gonna, after you say, I found you, you stab it, and I would suggest stabbing it with something like a toothpick, because if it finds you, it's going to stab you with the thing you stabbed it with. So I would say don't stab it with a knife or scissors, because payback's gonna be a bitch if it finds you. Then you're gonna say you're gonna give it a name, and you're gonna say you're it. I don't know. Let's just say Eddie. You're it, Eddie. You're it. Then it's gonna be tense. You're gonna take the utensils with you. You're just gonna drop them somewhere on the floor. You're gonna find somewhere to hide. It's gotta be a really good hiding place. All right. All right. And so what's about to happen is you're gonna have to hide from it. But the thing is, right before it, you may or may not catch a glimpse of a spirit going into the bathroom to possess the doll. Thing is, don't make eye contact. Just don't even look at it. Don't even look at it. Because if you do, it may not want the doll. It may want you. It may go after you. So you might be fucked. Just just go find some place to hide. You gotta count 10 seconds, and once afterwards, it's supposed to come after you. It's supposed to walk around. It's supposed to find you. All right. The way you end the game, and also by the way, you're supposed to drink salt water. Yeah, I did say salt water. So it's gonna be interesting. When you're supposed to hold the salt water in your mouth, but you're never supposed to swallow it or drink it. All right. And what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to find the to end the game. You're gonna find the doll, you're gonna take it. You're gonna you're gonna uh, you're gonna like I guess you're gonna take the rest of the salt water. I guess you're gonna pour a circle around or you're gonna pour the salt water on it. You might want to look up the rules on that part. And then you're gonna say I win. You're gonna drink the salt water that's in your mouth, and you're gonna say I win, I win, I win 3 times. You're gonna say I win 3 times. So then it's gonna end in what you're supposed to do to make sure that the soul, because the soul will give up afterwards once you do that. The way you end the game permanently is you burn it, but you put salt on the doll as you burn it. That or you yeah, because it it it'll keep the spirit away, and the spirit won't come back once you put on the salt, and it'll keep it away, and so the spirit will never come back into your house. It's just one of those games where I wouldn't mess with it. I don't know really why anybody would mess with it, but somebody would obviously, and that's why I'm putting my ass opinion out that I wouldn't play the game. There's one more game I find to be the most interesting game. It's called Elevator Ritual. Now, some of you people may have heard of Elevator Ritual, and if you have, that's that's all completely good. But I'm just telling these people about these games, so maybe you hopefully I have hope in you people, and you don't play them. But if you play them, well, that's on you. That's on you. I'm not liable for any of this. You play this game, you put your life at your own risk, and that's the way everything is. You put your life at your own risk when you play the town. Like games like when you do Bloody Mary or all that other junk, you put your life at your own risk, just in case it does work. You just put your life at risk, and so that's why I'm saying I don't mess with these type of things. But hey, everybody is their own way about it. All right, so let's talk about the other. The way it goes is you're planning to play. What you're gonna do is the only way this will work is if you go to you're in a building that has 10 floors or more, but mainly 10, maybe 10 floors. It's mainly 10 floors, all right? And you're supposed to push, and you're supposed to do this by yourself, by the way. You're supposed to push a number of buttons in a certain sequence. But the final two, you're supposed to push 10, and then you're supposed to push 5. So you're supposed to push 5, and then you're supposed to push 4. Now, legend goes also, yeah, is that when you hit the 5th floor, there's supposed to be a woman that gets in the elevator with you. You don't look at her, you don't talk to her. You just hit floor 1. If you get so the way it goes is if you ascend to the 10th floor, you'll be on the other side or in the spirit world. If you do not, and it goes down, and the woman didn't get on, get out as soon as possible. Don't say a word at all. And let's just say you just say you do ascend to the 10th. You do ascend to the 10th floor. You don't say a word because if you talk to her, you look at her, she may decide to keep you on the elevator, and you might be flipped. So don't talk to her. Don't do any of that. If it does happen to work, um, then what happens is like I said, if you get on there and it ascends to the 1st floor, you're supposed to get out. You're not supposed to say a word, and you just don't. You don't look back. That's the thing. That's what the rule specifically stated. Even if it does go up to the 10th floor instead of down to the 1st, like it's supposed to, it says don't look back. Just just walk. Just go. Just get out of the elevator as fast as you can. That's what the rules specifically stress. But if you want to get out, let's just say you want to get out of the elevator. Like, let's just say you look around. All right, so let's just say it does work. Let's just say let's just say you plan on doing this for some random reason, and I pray to Jesus, nobody do this, but if somebody do this, this is for you. One way you will guarantee for sure know you're on the other side and that it's actually worked, besides the fact that it actually went up to the 10th floor instead of the first, is that when you look outside, everything will be black. All the lights will be out. And there will be a red cross out in the distance. That's how you know 100% for sure it worked. And maybe, and if somebody just didn't randomly press, and while you were going down the 10th, you may have been going down to the first, somebody accidentally pressed the 10 and then shot way up. You know what I mean? Just so, somebody, just so some shit like that. Like, somebody didn't press 10 before you press the 1 and shit, and it actually goes up before it going down. That's just the for sure. If there's windows on that floor, you go out to the window or something, and actually, you could just open any door. You can go out any damn look at any window, and you would be able to tell, because there's gonna be nobody in that world besides you. Now, the way to get out of it, if it does work for you, is you push those numbers in reverse. You're gonna start with 1, and then you're gonna go down all the way to 1. Then you're gonna put 5, and then you're gonna put all the rest of the numbers. Now, if you want to play this, like I said, I hope you don't, because I hope there's some actually smart people who are watching this. But if you do, look up the numbers, because I don't know the numbers off the bat, because those numbers were confusing as hell. But I do remember 2, 6, and 2. It was something. I know it goes 2, 6, 2 in some sort of order. But the final 2 buttons are 5 and 1. And so you're gonna end with those 2. You're gonna start with those 2 numbers if you want to get out the spirit world. You do want to get out the other side. I hope nobody does this, but then again, I've seen people who just for some reason play this game on YouTube, and just because they got a camera and they're gonna have it all taped, that it's gonna work. This is the way I would do it. If I was gonna do it, I'd do it without all the cameras. I would do it, do it just to do it. I'm not gonna actually do it, but I was just saying if I did it though. I'd do it without any cameras. I would make a video, send to my friends that I say I'm doing this, and if I don't come back, this is the last video you have of me, and all this other stuff. I would say all my last goodbyes just in case you don't make it back. Just like with the Nightmare Man and the doll and whatever, and the one-man tag. Just saying, if y'all do this, make your farewell videos just in case you ain't come back, because listen, it might just be a wrap. You may just be gone. You might be dead. Who knows? But it's fitting to be a wrap. That's what it may be. That's why, if I were doing something like that, I would make a farewell video just in case I don't make it out and it's a wrap. Like, they ain't gonna find. I'm fitting to be dead. All right, just saying. So I'm giving y'all some little tips just in case something bad happens, and if you just want to play the game. Listen, y'all. All right. I know this is a long video, but listen, holla. It's your boy, Deuces.